Hola, hi. I was thinking about today, I was thinking about that it's actually okay to not like someone. And, well, for some people, that even is not a question. But I think for some of us who identify with being the scapegoat or having been the scapegoat a lot, meaning that you've been blamed for a lot of stuff, or if you did say something, tell your opinion, you were told you're projecting. And then if that is combined with some of the spiritual beliefs that there's always another side to something, that you have to look closer, it can very easily happen that you start thinking you should like everyone, and that if you do not like someone, it's your fault per se, and you have to look deeply inside of yourself and have to find ways to like this other person. So now I want to dive a little bit deeper, because I think it is important to look a little bit closer. There's different ways we don't like people, because if it's based on a bias, we do have to examine ourselves. If it's just because somebody is wearing something different to us, or because they have a different ethnicity, oh, you know what I mean. Coming from a different background, blah, 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 different education, and so on and so forth. And if that's the only reason we don't like them, then we do have to have a closer look at ourselves. And it might be a very ingrained bias we have been growing up with, and that's worth investigating, and where we need to be more open-minded and really see what the other person is about. But that's not what I'm talking about. It's kind of like I have had that situation very recently where I just thought, I don't like that person. And it is because of their behavior. It is because they keep on interrupting. They keep on drawing the attention within a conversation always to them. And they don't seem to have the ability to attune to anyone else. So this is why I don't like that person. Which doesn't mean that I have to be mean to that person, but it gives me some information. And that is, I will be kind, I will be polite, but I don't have to be friends. And so I do think it's kind of like our gut telling us something, or maybe it's about a value of ours. For me, it is important that we are considerate with each other. Of course, I know this with friends. We are both really excited about something, for example, and we keep on interrupting each other. But we also don't do that all of the time, and we rule ourselves back and say, sorry, what did you want to say? And so that's fine. But if someone is, just as an example, hijacking a conversation all of the time, I don't like that. I find that not very respectful. And so since I can't change necessarily the other person, and it's also not my job, I can just say, I don't like it. And I don't have to, if I don't need to, I don't have to spend a lot of time with that person. And why am I making this point? Because I think if you're agreeable, and then if you have been scapegoated a lot, you immediately think, oh my God, I'm not a nice person anymore because I don't like this other person, and I should be giving them another chance. And this is where then the problem could start, and you could get yourself in a big pickle. So the message of today is, you don't have to like everybody. And it's okay, and it's not your fault if there is certain behaviors you don't agree with, especially when it's connected to your own values, like, for example, being considerate. Yes. So that's maybe a little bit more nuanced to the whole thing. I'm very curious to hear what you think about that. This is Anja. join me on the journey from hiding to thriving as a multifaceted artist. Take good care. Bye bye.